Nice. We're live, large and in charge. Today is Monday, May 5th. May the 4th. May the 4th be with you yesterday. And today is Revenge of the 5th. All these Star Wars puns. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Today I am wearing a fancy shirt. I am all buttoned up today. Nothing crazy to report. Lots of projects I've been finishing, but I know we got some puzzles to do. So I say, you know what? Let's just dive in. Let's just do it. So today we're starting off with a connections puzzle. We've got in our 4 groups of 4, torpedo, bat, coast, level, cape, baton, plateau, hoagie, settle, cruise, cigar, castle, float, flatten, fang, and drift. Okay. So I don't know if this is intentional, but I saw torpedo as a missile, cruise missile as a cigar, a type of missile. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. I do see coast, cape, plateau. And what's another one? Level. And a drift? I don't know. Thought I had something there. Maybe I don't. Level, to flatten, to settle. Baton, to float. Let's try that. No, it is one away though. Shoot. Level, settle, flatten. And plateau. Right? Something's flattened off. Stop changing to plateau. Okay, yeah, we got this. So I was thinking plateau went with coast and cape. So if it doesn't, then maybe we're thinking, maybe that's just a red herring there. I'm thinking maybe coast to drift, to coast, to cruise, and to float. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, that's the yellow category. To glide. And then a bat, a baton, a torpedo, and a cigar. These are long cylindrical things. No, shoot. I thought I was onto something there. So maybe, you know what? I think I know the other one. Bat, fang, castle. Oh, crud. I thought I had it. Like, and a cape. Duh. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking cape like I had it in my hand like the Horn of Africa, right? Cape of Good Hope. Cape Verde. No, just cape, like wearing a cape. Associated with Dracula. And then baton, torpedo, cigar, and a hoagie. These are long cylindrical things. Long and cylindrical. I could write these puzzles. Long and cylindrical. Oh my gosh. All right. To stop changing is to flatten, level, plateau, and settle. To glide is to coast, cruise, drift, and float. Associated with Dracula. Bat, right? He turns into a bat. He has a cape. He has fangs. And he lives in a castle in Transylvania. Things that are long and cylindrical. What was the other thing I said was long? Oh, bat. A bat can be long and cylindrical, right? Like a baseball bat. That's not what they were talking about. And then things that are long and cylindrical, the baton, cigar, hoagie, and a torpedo. There we go. Okay, and now let's play the mini. It's another 5x5 with 2 blocks missing. Thinnest U.S. coins, all at around a 1/20 of an inch. Well, it's a dime, but it says coins, plural. So I think I say, whoops, if I can spell it right. Help. Spelling. Sorry, already have plans. Not now. Later. Sorry, already have plans. Occupied. I don't know, we'll come back. Silent but deadly sort. Oh. Silent but deadly is like a fart. Is that really what it is? Farts? That's gross. Oh. Yeah, busy. B-U-S-Y. That's only 4 letters. So a classic crossword. Isaac, if you've never played a crossword puzzle before, it has to fit in there. But the cool thing is all of the across ones and the down ones fit in with each other. So here, just as an example, if I do down, right, wine pairing, I don't know what that could be. Here, that's a bad example. But like these are going to work with the letters that go down. We'll get to it later. George Blank, pen name of the Victorian writer Marianne Evans. I don't know. That's great news. Maybe yay. Wine pairing. See, anytime there's a... Whoa, that was weird. Wait a collapse there. What happened? Anytime there's a question mark, it's a gimmick answer of some kind. You know, it's a joke. So wine. I don't know. We'll come back. In a chilly manner. Coldly. Maybe it's not farts. Silent but deadly. Because, like, here, icily. Oh, here. I get it. Wine pairing, wine and dine. Wine and dine. Ending with klepto or ego. Mania. Kleptomania. Waiters, hope you like the food. Enjoy. Batting average. Maybe someone's stats. Okay, all right. Some of those we didn't even get to. Yeah. See. Thinnest U.S. coin around a 1/20 of an inch. Dimes. Sorry, I already have plans. I can't. I just realized that I said farts, but it's not farts. Silent but deadly sort. Wouldn't you say a fart is silent but deadly? No, a ninja. A ninja is silent but deadly. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. George Eliot, pen name of the Victorian writer Marianne Evans. It was very common in the Victorian era for a woman to take on a male pen name because it was much more, respectable for a man to write something. That's great news. Yay! Wine pairing, wine and dine. That's clever. In a chilly manner, icily. Ending with klepto or ego. Egomania, kleptomania. A waiter might say, hope you enjoy the food. And a batting average, errors, what else? Different stats. All right, and the next one, if you've never played a crossword puzzle, I bet you've played Wordle, at least seen the Wordle. We come up with a word and see how close we are, and different people have different strategies. I have a pretty fail-safe strategy that I'd love to show you. So the first thing, I just come up with a word. I know some people have certain words they start with every time, but if I just went like, some 5-letter word, whatever, And then if it's a green letter like it is there, that means I guessed the right letter in the right place. So there's an H in the second position. If it was yellow, I bet you, when we guess further, there will be some yellow letters. That means that there will be some, it's a correct letter, but in the wrong place. So if I guess, I don't know, I'm trying to use letters that I haven't used yet, like slack. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm trying to teach you, what if there's yellow letters, but there's not yellow letters. I guessed an S here. What's another word that doesn't use any of those? I may have just painted myself into a corner here. How about this one? There's a word. D-I-R-T-Y. So I'm trying to think of letters that don't, or words that don't use any of those letters. Okay, no help. All right, this is an SH word. Whatever it is, it's SH. And then probably a vowel. And the only vowel I see there is the U. It can double letters, right? So we could have maybe shush. I mean, that technically is a word. It's more of like a sound. I guess we'll bookmark that. Are there other letters that could happen there? Shum, is that a word? Oh, excuse me. Should we guess that? Shush? No way. Oh my gosh. That's more of a sound than a word, isn't it? That doesn't make sense. Shush. And what a risk to guess an SH and an SH. That's not just a double letter. That's two double letters. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Two double letters in the same puzzle. That's wild. Okay. All right. Now we're going to... why would you do that? We're not doing that. We're opening up. It wants to open the wrong web browser. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh. Strands. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Is Strands like... Huh? That was weird. That was very strange. I tried to click... Here, let's get into the Strands and see if we can get back to the Wordle. Now that I'm kind of weirded out that we can't get to the Wordle now. Really, if I just click like boink and it tries to open Safari. Why is it opening Safari? All right, sorry guys. Let me get to the bottom of this. I know we're in the middle of a live stream, which is just weird, but go to URL. Huh. I don't know. We'll just have to do it the long way, I guess. There's type it in and it goes. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Suppose I should do that over here. Huh. That's weird. I don't know. Life's full of mysteries. It doesn't want to open like even a Google search. Wonder if we're having a bump, a power failure or something. Anyway, in the meantime, we will do today's strands. If you've never seen a strands puzzle before, think of it like a word search, except they don't give you the answers and the words don't go up and down, left and right. They snake around in any which way. On this side. So today's theme is on this side. Now, on this side of what? Now, straight away, staring at the puzzle, I see the word waffle. Oh my gosh, that's one of them. Okay, on this side. On what side of what? Steaks. Things you would flip over. Steak. Okay, I bet you this is flip over. Something about flipping over. So there's words we have to find, but then there's also what you call the spangram. So the spangram goes all the way across. You might flip a home. Okay. I see an ing in the corner here. Flip. Shoestring? What do you mean flip shoestring? I don't know what they mean by that. I see the word rely, but I don't think that's what they're going for. Wait a minute. French fries. French fries? Oh, I'm dumb. Different styles of French fries. There's home fries, right? Like the cubes. Waffle fries. Shoestring potatoes. Right? Shoestring fries and steak fries. What else? Well, of course, there's curly fries. Curly fries. And then my least favorite. Okay, this is a hot take. My least favorite, crinkle fries. Now, you can let me know in the comments if you disagree with me, but my least favorite, my favorite is not even on there. A couple of good ones on there. Okay, shoestring fries. That's like the classic McDonald's thin cut fry, right? It's got maybe some hollowness on the inside and some good bite on the outside. Steak fries are those really thick ones. If you ever go to like Red Robin, you get those big thick cut. They're like an inch wide by a half inch or less and long. Those are steak fries. Curly fries are cut on a spiralizer, so you get these beautiful, spirals. Arby's. Who else does curly fries? I mean, that's the one you think of, curly fries. Home fries. Home fries are usually something you cook at home or you go to some breakfast place. When I think of home fries, I think of like cubes, like flat squares of potato. Waffle fries, like who has waffle fries? Chick-fil-A, right? Classic waffle fry. And then so many places. I mean, so many places. Even Arby's has crinkle fries. Or who has crinkle fries? Del Taco has crinkle fries. There are just certain places that have the fries that I despise. I'm trying not to rhyme. I rhymed. I really don't like crinkle fries. I don't like the texture. I don't like. Hey, Callie, you're right on time. You're hearing my rant about different fries. I don't like crinkle fries. Like, given the option, would I rather have curly fries, crinkle fries, steak fries, whatever? I'd go for probably curly fries on this list. My absolute favorite delivery of potato. Okay, this is, I know, again, hot take. Tater crowns. All right, go to Burger King for breakfast. They sell them in bags in the freezer section too. Think of like a tot, right? But then they squash it into the shape of like a quarter, right? It's like a coin. And I love them. I love them. I love the texture. I love the feel, the mouth feel, the taste. Even the taste is different. Waffle fries are great. Curly fries are great. Steak fries are good. Shoestring potatoes, it depends on where you get them, honestly. But the one that I'm just like, I'll pass, is crinkle fries. Yeah, Mickey D's, right? Mickey D's would be the shoestring fries for sure. They are very good. I wonder if they are actually fully potato, though, you know. Yeah, I've heard that too. Sweet potato fries are slightly healthier. I mean, they're made of sweet potatoes, right? They're not made of the classic potato that's jam-packed with starch and all that. It's a good flavor, too. Really good flavor. Crinkle fries. All right, and I'm going to see if our thing is behaving itself. Looks like it's not. Okay, why can I live stream, but I can't get onto the letterboxed puzzle? What's the deal with that? Okay, and if I just simply click the button, look, I get the sad face. Have you ever seen you trying to go to a thing and you get the sad face? What's the deal with that? I did go through a blip. Did you guys see the blip? It like turned black for a second and then it came back. Shoot. Okay, well, this may get a little ugly, but I'm thinking that I need to maybe close Chrome. Is that crazy? Is that insane? Just quit Chrome? Okay, this is going to get messy because here I am, like, on my desktop. You are now just seeing my open desktop. There it is. And I'm going to have Chrome come back. Open up Chrome. And it's still streaming somehow. I've got it through a different streamer. But then, in theory, if I do this right, could it just open up all my puzzles back up again? That would be amazing. And if not, this may be a very short stream, because if we can't access our puzzles, you know. I don't care that there's a new update to Chrome. First off, get me back to YouTube Studio. And second off, get me into my puzzles. Okay, so there's one of our puzzles. And here's our next puzzle. We got into the crossword. And then we also needed to get into our Wordle, which we did fantastically today. And then Strands. Is it going to get me back into the Strands puzzle? There we go. Okay, we're back into our Strands. That's a good thing. No, you don't need to do that. There we go. Well, that was a little spooky. I had a critical failure just now. Okay, and then take me to Letterboxd. And it looks like it's going to work this time. Okay, it's a little sloppy, though. Here, let's fix that. Now it's going to work. All right, so we're trying to solve in 4 words. 4 words typically means they're easier letters, so I think we're doing okay. We've got an N, a W, and an A. We've got an S, an O, and an E. An F, a V, and a U. And then an R, an I, and a D. You'll have to forgive me. I am trying to get back into my YouTube account. I had a critical failure just now of Chrome. I had to close Chrome. It's a great browser, but I don't know if it's going to do this kind of thing. Here, go live. I'm almost there. Just waiting for my dinosaur internet connection to wake up. And look at that, I'm in the wrong YouTube account even. I've got my gaming channel and I've got this channel. This channel I post kind of a little bit of everything. It's kind of all over the place. I don't know if that's a good thing, right? They might tell you that you need to have a more concise game plan. I don't know. I just post art. I told you last time, my videos are my art. Connecting to streaming software. Yeah, we're already connected, boss. There we go. Hey, and my chat is live and everything. I love it. All right, we're back. Okay, so we got all these letters here. And I'm going to see if I can make any sense out of these letters here. I was going to say dowry, but I can't do R-I-E-S. I can't even do E-S. Man. There's no T in this puzzle. Well, that's a good idea. Have you played yet today? Revenue. It's a good word. And then that leaves us on the E. I can think of words that are E-D-I. Edict. Here, I'm going to write that word down. I do like this word. Revenue. That's a good word. Define. Definer. Oh, look, definer could take us to revenue. Revenue. Easier. And how about just row? Row. There we go. That did it. That did it. Okay. So we started with the word definer. And definer led us to revenue. And then the E for easier. And then row. After I stopped the stream yesterday, I realized that I hadn't shown you what yesterday's puzzle was. So 2 days ago, I don't know if you saw it, but it was byproduct and tactful. I don't know if I would have guessed those things, but there it goes. And then yesterday's puzzle was lukewarm and marigold. I don't even remember what we guessed. Marauder, road, drag, glued. I remember marauder. That was a good one. Marauder. Okay, and I wonder how they did it in 2 this time. Refund. I know, look, we're only like, what, 29 minutes into the live stream, and I'm already reviewing. I'm flying through today. Okay, let's admire our puzzle. There it is. Okay, so in the connections puzzle today, to stop changing is to flatten, to level, to plateau, and to settle. Glide is to coast, to cruise, to drift, and to float. Associated with Count Dracula, bat, cape, castle, and fang. Things that are long and cylindrical, baton, cigar, hoagie, and torpedo. I was thinking that the bat was one of the long things, the long cylindrical things. But nope, it was associated with Count Dracula. And then I was like, okay, well, bat, castle, fang, those are like Dracula things. Then I'm a cape, because I was thinking of coast, cape, plateau as if they were like landforms. I was like, why would that go together? Oh no, cape, like you're wearing a cape. It took a minute. It took a minute to put together. But you know what? We make it work. We make it work. We have to close Chrome, have a critical failure. What do? We just make it work. Thinnest US coins at around a 1/20 of an inch. Those are dimes. Sorry, already have plans. I can't. Silent but deadly sort. I thought that was farts. I even put farts in there. I was like, no, that doesn't fit. But no, it's a ninja. Ninjas are silent and deadly. Not the one you try to squeak out on an elevator. Am I craving a hoagie? I would actually love a hoagie, honestly. That sounds pretty good. I get it, what do you call it? Not Jimmy John's. Mike's Way. Mike's Subs. Oh, so good. I was very privileged as a child. I grew up on the East Coast, very close to like Philadelphia, Atlantic City, and there was this big debate whether a cheesesteak had a hard roll or a soft roll. I like the soft roll more, but where I was from, they like the hard roll better. I don't know. Totally up to you the way you like it, but if it has that crunchy roll on the outside. George Eliot, pen name for the Victorian writer Marianne Evans. It was very common for Victorian writers to have a male pen name, so they would be taken more seriously. That's great news. Yay. Wine pairing, and this is one of those gimmick answers. It has a question mark next to it. Wine and dine. Wine and dine. In a chilly manner, icily. Ending with klepto or ego. Kleptomania. Kleptomania is wanting to steal things all the time. And then ego. Can't even talk. Egomania is, all about yourself. Egomaniac. Waiter says, I hope you like the food. Enjoy. And a batting average or other stats. I tried to hit my button for Wordle and it sent me to some other web browser. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, technology. We love technology. We love it, but we also, rely on it so much that when it fails, oh boy. I thought I would have to kill my entire stream, but luckily I didn't. Okay, the Wordle today. Notice it's all greens. How cool is that? I started with phone, and that gave us an H. And then I guess the S there. I tried slack. And then I tried a third non-intersecting word, which was dirty. And I putting letters together. I'm thinking, there's only one vowel left. So I'm like, what other two consonants go together, right? Shirt, sure, shush. So I thought, okay, what if it's a double SH? At least it'll tell me. Sure enough. Oh, that was a risky one. Because what if it wasn't? What if it wasn't a double letter? On the side. Okay, so I thought this had to do with flipping things. Because the first one I saw was waffle. Right? And a waffle has two sides. That's where sides, right? So you flip it over, I guess, to cook it. And then I saw steak, and I'm like, oh, steak. You flip steak over. So I'm looking for the word flip somewhere. No, there's nothing to do with flip. No, on the side, you get a burger, and it comes with fries on the side. So, French fries. There it is. And it even makes kind of the shape of a McDonald's fry. One of those shoestring fries. Shoestring fries, steak fries, curly fries. My personal favorite one on there, curly fries. I could eat a whole box of curly fries from, Arby's or whatever. Sometimes they'll say, hey, what's your biggest size of curly fry? And they're like, well, you could do a large. And I was like, can I buy a large? And then you just fill a whole bag full of them. They've never done it, but I always ask. What if they said yes? What if they said yes? That would be amazing. Curly fries, yeah. I love their sauce, too, the Arby's sauce. I don't like horsey sauce, but I like Arby's. Arby's sauce is really good. It has kind of a bite to it. It's nice. Home fries, right? Just kind of classic old home fries. Skillet fries, yum. waffle fries like you can get at, what's that one? Chick-fil-A has waffle fries. Or my least favorite, I know this is a hot take, grill me in the comments, absolutely, but my least favorite out of all of those is the crinkle fry. The texture's not there. Even the taste is a little bit different. I don't know. I don't love the crinkle fries. And they're everywhere too. I mean, go name a restaurant, they probably serve crinkle fries, right? Like a Del Taco or even Arby's, you can get crinkle fries or curly fries. It's funny when kids will come into my room with food and we just have an Arby's real close by, and kids will stop by, with food, and I'm like, really? You picked crinkle fries? You went to Arby's, who's known for their curly fries, and you bought the crinkle fries? And they're like, whoa, it's really funny. I don't care either way. I just love just kind of razzing on kids. It's part of the joy of my job. It's not making fun of them or anything. It's not harmful. I just love, I don't know. I get a thrill out of giving kids a hard time sometimes. All right. It's an abuse of power, maybe. I don't know. So then today's Letterboxd by Sam Azerski himself. We started with the word definer. And then the R led us to revenue. And then the E led us to easier. And then the R led us to row, to get rid of that darn W. And the O. Yeah, we needed the O and the W. And you saw yesterday's puzzle was lukewarm and marigold. I did not even come close to those words. We had to use all of the other ones. So it worked. It worked. Definitely worked. Yeah. Anyway, short puzzles today. We're only out of here in, 36 minutes, 37 minutes. But, if you like what you saw, give it a like. Consider subscribing. I do this every day. I actually have a whole playlist of old ones. If you like, seeing what I've done and talked about, I make it fun. We talk about all sorts of things on the chat just for kicks. But when I'm done here, I've got, I need to help put valances on my windows. We've been putting windows in, or I should say blinds. We put blinds in, and we put the covering on top of the blinds just to kind of hide it, And then I've got... Honestly, you know what? Before I do that, I will probably just play some Smash Bros. With my kids a little bit. Maybe Mario Wonder or something. They're on a kick of playing Mario Wonder right now, so maybe I'll do that instead. And then I'll get to the projects. I'll get to all that later. But, anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks for a good stream. Thanks for dealing with all of my technical difficulties, as can happen. It happens, Your live stream can... go very well. It has lots of people watching, and then suddenly it just crashes, and you're like, what do I do? Oh, man. All right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.